Happy New Year, everyone. JDEV is back at it here to give everyone a timeline of what happened to me or things that affected me in the year, the shit show that was 2020. Let's start it off right away. In January of 2020, Eminem released another surprise album, Music to Be Murdered By. Had some awesome tracks like Godzilla, No Regrets, and Those Kind of Nights on it. You had Conor McGregor return to the UFC fighting Donald Cerrone. I don't remember exactly what particular event it was, UFC something, and he beat Cerrone. Wasn't even close. I thought it was going to be a highly contested fight, and it was kind of a waste of money. Damn you, Cowboy. Cowboy needed to show up, and he did. Not even close. And then you had the only movie that I saw in the theater in 2020 was Bad Boys for Life, and I went to that movie. The movie date was with Sarah. That's awesome, because the last time we had a movie date was back in 2003 when Bad Boys 2 came out. So we go to the Bad Boys movies, apparently. And then also, unfortunately, that particular month, you had the unexpected and tragic death of Kobe Bryant and his daughter. It's one of those things that you keep Googling and keep going to different websites and be like, this can't be true. But unfortunately, that helicopter crash was true. Obviously, condolences to the Kobe Bryant family, his daughter Gianna, and everybody else that was affected by that tragedy. And then later on that day, the WWE held their January pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble, my favorite event of the year, and the last WWE event I watched because I'm not interested in the product anymore. It just doesn't entertain me at all. But you had Edge, a Hall of Famer, return at the event. A surprise to some. To me, it was not a surprise. There was minor rumors of that. And it was a pretty good show by Edge. And then you also had MVP return, and the winner of the Royal Rumble was eventually Drew McIntyre, which catapulted him, and he's turned into a main event player. So that were the things that affected me most in January. In February, you had John Jones fight again in the Octagon. He faced Dominic Reyes at UFC 247, I believe. I might be wrong on the day. Yeah. So McGregor was 246, and this was 247. He beat Dominic Reyes in a very highly contested bout. A lot of people thought Dominic Reyes won that fight. I'm not going to disagree with you, but the judges gave it to John Jones. In fact, overwhelmingly, there was not one judge that gave the fight to Dominic Reyes. I don't know why. I don't know, but that's what happened. And we also had my friend Gene, who at the time lived in California, come back to Wisconsin for just a visit, and we had some fun that particular night. Probably too much fun. March of 2020, there's a lot of different things that happened, obviously. You had a crazy fight at UFC 248 between Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Zhang Weili. What a fight. And did you see what Joanna Jędrzejczyk looked like after that fight with her swollen forehead? Looked like Frankenstein. Crazy fight that night. Also had lunch with a female friend of mine, Scarlett. We don't get to go out a lot anymore. And we did have lunch right before everything went to shit. That was in March as well. And then, of course, my last, as of right now, working day in the office was March 20th. Went to work that day, finished my day. It was a Friday night. And I was supposed to have the next week off because we were going to switch. We had like our whole office split up into weeks, different weeks. So I'd work one week, have the next week off, and then work the next week, all getting paid for it. Didn't start working again for 3 weeks after that. I'll get more into that in the next month. And then, of course, Ozark Season 3 came out, and I was off that was that weekend too, so it was awesome. So I got to watch Ozark Season 3. What a great season from Ozark, especially, spoiler alert, that last episode in the last couple of seconds where Helen gets shot and killed. Holy shit. What a fucking season. And then in April, UFC 248 was supposed to happen. Got canceled due to the pandemic, the COVID-19, the coronavirus. And then I finally started working again from home on April 13th. And I also started seeing a friend of mine again, Sally, who I had pretty much ghosted for a year. She doesn't call me or text me, then I don't call her or text her. So that was what happened in April. And then in May, Dana White said, fuck it. UFC came back. They had UFC 249. Justin Gaethje won the UFC interim lightweight championship after he destroyed Tony Ferguson, which was pretty crazy. And then also at work, I started getting a reduced schedule, working from 8 a.m. till about 12:30 p.m., but still getting paid to work till 4:30. So that was very nice. So I was basically only working a half day and getting paid for a full day, and that continued for a while. Then in June, of course, the reduced schedule still was on, and my roommate Jamar, who had just kind of disappeared, he returned, so he's been back ever since then. Not much happened in June, what can I say? Then July, Dana White finally had his Fight Island night. You had Jorge Masvidal get destroyed by Kamaru Usman. Pretty one-sided fight. Masvidal was a last-minute replacement for Gilbert Burns, and he looked terrible. This should have been a fight he should have been training for a long time, because ultimately this is the guy he would have to fight if he wants the UFC welterweight championship. But yeah, he got pretty beat up. But I don't recall. I don't think he got. I think he was lost. It was a decision though. But still, you look bad. And then in, let's see, we got August, of course. That was a pretty busy month. Lots of different things happened in that particular month. I had a milestone birthday in August. Unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman died of cancer. That was so heartbreaking. Another instance where you keep Googling, you keep going on different things, thinking, oh, this has to be a hoax. It wasn't. T'Challa is dead, and, obviously, he very... I mean, that character holds so much in the world, and it's very sad. But, they... apparently, very few people knew about it, but he'd been dealing with it for like 4 or 5 years or something like that. My friend Jean, who lived in California, that came back in February for a couple days, well, she came back as of this moment permanently to Wisconsin. That's awesome. We've had our fun. And then in the UFC event, Daniel D.C. Cormier fought Stipe Miocic 3, and Daniel D.C. Cormier lost the fight to Stipe and retired, ending his UFC career. But my milestone birthday obviously was very good. Obviously, the pandemic made it a little less fun, but I did what I could do. It wasn't bad. I had a few, the most important people came out, and that was nice. And I got lots of reactions and comments and stuff from people. And then in September, a couple things started opening again. My club that I used to go to all the time from 2005 to 2011 reopened, and I went there. And my office started making us work till 2 p.m., which was really annoying, and because I wanted to work till 12:25 and get done. But oh well. And then I also had a physical in September. I hadn't had a physical since my high school days, so it'd been a long time. But I decided, I better have a physical. Health is very important, especially this time. And found some things out, and I'm dealing with them now currently. For October, we, of course, had the Walking Dead finally return with their final episode of well, it was supposed to be the final episode of season 10, and now they're just extending season 10, but it was a nice episode, not the best. And then you also had Habib Nurmagomedov beat Justin Gaethje at that UFC pay-per-view, and then Habib decided to retire. And I also had a home sleep study, more on that later, and I was diagnosed with major sleep apnea, and I started working full-time again. So I was getting paid to work full-time, and here I started actually working full-time. And there was a day in the office that let's just say I took a nap for 20 minutes, and I took a nap for 50 minutes the day that we started working full-time again. I don't know why. I have this narcolepsy thing. It was all with my physical and having like sleep issues where I was half awake during the day. That was the cause of it. So that was not good. Nothing I could do about it. There was no warning. I just kind of nod off, and that's it. November, kind of a lame month. I started watching Shameless. which I haven't finished yet, and I binged all of Cobra Kai season 1 and 2. Season 3, of course, came out today. I'm about 5 or 6 episodes into that. I'll finish that tomorrow at the latest. And then, I think this was November, I found out that there's going to be another season of Dexter. Yeah! Fucking awesome. Tell you, that's going to be crazy. And then, of course, finally we had December. I started clubbing again, going to the club on a weekly basis, sometimes multiple times during the week, because I'm just tired of sitting at home and doing nothing. Making YouTube videos got annoying, so I stopped doing that for a few days. Obviously, I hadn't made a video in a week now, until now. And Eminem released another surprise album, Music to Be Murdered By, Side B. Pretty good album. Really like it. Obviously, the tracks Guns Blazing, Killer, Higher, Book of Rhymes, Alfred's Theme. There's some good stuff on there. I don't think the songs are better than the songs on Side A. I would put those 3 songs I like from Side A ahead of these, but this album is pretty good all the way around. They're both awesome. I really like both albums, and I'm not sure where to rank this new album. I don't know where to put it, but it's pretty damn good. And then also, I had a sleep study at the sleep center instead of my home one, and they've obviously know that I have major sleep apnea, and they let me sleep with the CPAP machine, and I did a lot better with that. So I was given a CPAP machine that I've had for about 2 weeks now, and my sleep has been much, much better. So that really is 2020. Not the best year, obviously, with the whole pandemic. But, I mean, hopefully things are going to be a lot better in 2021. Interested to see what will happen on Inauguration Day with Joe Biden. See what kind of tricks Donald Trump has up his sleeve for that. If he's going to lead the White House peacefully, I can't talk all of a sudden. Or they're going to find a way to switch that election at the last minute. Who knows? I don't know. But hopefully 2021 is awesome. I'm really looking forward to Dexter, the new season of that, or the reboot of Dexter that's going to be like 10 years after the last events of Dexter. That's definitely something I'm really, really looking forward to. And hopefully all my movies come out when they're supposed to come out this year, because that really pissed me off. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on things I talked about. Whatever you want to talk about, leave it in the comment section. If you're a fan of the channel and you like the videos I put out, go ahead and smash that like button. If you know anybody that would be interested in listening to this, share the video with them. Comment all you want. I don't care what the comment is. Tell me what you're looking forward to in 2021. Tell me what the best thing that happened to you in 2020 was. And of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special, because JDEV will return.